Hey you, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, give me a subscription. Hit that subscribe button below, and if you are part of this family, before you go further, give me a like. Be part of this family. So I'm going to talk about sexual compatibility. It's an interesting topic today. I know everybody wants to hear about sex, but this is supposed to enlighten you about the sexual matter. You know, sex is part of a relationship, so it must be well catered for so that you can have that relationship of your dreams and be somewhere where you want to be. So today I'll be talking about sexual compatibility and signs that you're not sexually compatible with your partner. This is interesting. You need to know if you are compatible with your partner or not. So, what is sexual compatibility? These are shared understanding and needs and wants around sex between you and your partner. So, as I have said, sexual compatibility is the shared understanding, needs, and wants around sex. So, what do I mean by this? Like, if you want your partner to do this for you during sex, he or she is able to do it. So that's sexual compatibility. If you want your partner to have oral sex with you, you are agreeing on it and you're doing it. So that's sexual compatibility. Like, you can do anything with your partner. You can understand your partner can understand you, your partner knows what makes you happy and makes you reach where you want to reach. That's sexual compatibility. Some people sadly lack this. You find like they are not sharing anything in common with their partner. You find like he or she likes something different from their partner and their partner is not agreeing to that thing. So it makes them not agree, like meet at this place where they are not compatible at all, and this makes one party feel not sexually satisfied. So can sexual compatibility be improved? Yes, it can be improved through open communication with your partner. Let your partner know what you want. Let your partner know what makes you happy. Let your partner know what makes you feel like heaven. I know you understand. I cannot talk into details, but yeah, sexual compatibility can be improved through communication and willingness. If your partner is not willing, it cannot be improved. So let your partner know what you want so that they can improve on that. Or if they can't and you feel like you cannot do with this person because this will be making you feel unsatisfied, then you may need to part ways, because sometimes when you feel not satisfied, it's not good in a relationship. You know, in a relationship you want all things, all sides of your relationships to be satisfied, all your needs. It cannot be satisfied 100%, but a person should try to make that relationship work in every way possible. And in that case, your partner and you need to agree on some grounds so that you can make your relationship work, especially on these sexual matters. Because you know, when it comes to sex is a broad topic that you cannot even finish. You need to have some grounds together that you agree. If you want to those sexual needs that you want, those fantasies that you have, share them with your partner. You know, when you share with your partner, they will be able to satisfy you in a way that you want. If you don't talk, you won't be satisfied. You need to air out, to yeah, voice out what you want in your sex like part of life. You know, don't keep quiet. It's not shameful to be vocal of what you want. Be vocal of what you want and you will be satisfied, because if you don't and be ashamed, then you're not sexually compatible. That brings me to signs that you are not compatible with your partner at all. Like, you need to work on these people. If you are not compatible with your partner, this is gonna be work in your sex life, because I don't know how it's gonna work. But number one sign that you are not compatible with your partner: your partner views your desires as disgusting. If your partner finds your desires to be disgusting, then you're not sexually compatible. Because I think when you're compatible, this makes both of you like the same things. Like your partner can compromise on what you want, those kind of things. But if your partner is not willing to compromise at all, and your partner is like views your desires as disgusting, then I'm sorry, because that is sad news in your sex life. That brings me to my second point, that you and your partner are not sexually compatible. You cannot talk about sex freely, like you're afraid to air out your opinions on sex, like you cannot even tell your partner what you want. That's not a good sign. It means you're not sexually compatible with your partner. You need to be free with your partner. You cannot be free with anyone else, not your partner. If you want BJ, tell your partner. If you want CJ, tell your partner. Don't keep quiet like you're afraid to air out your desires. That means you're not sexually compatible with your partner, because if you were, you wouldn't be afraid to air out your desires. So I'm sorry, you need to work on that. Look into detail why you cannot you cannot talk to your partner. Number 3 point, that you are not sexually compatible with your partner. You have zero sex position that both of you like. Like you find yourself hanging there. You don't know what to do next. Like you are mko tu. You don't know what to do next. That's a very bad sign, because mtakuwa mna hang mnang'edhe hapo, hakuna kitu mnafanya, like you are bored. That's not a good sign when it comes to sexual compatibility. You need to flow, like when you are singing, there is that harmony of voices, things flow, they go, they don't like stop. That's what I mean by sexual compatibility. Things need to flow. Kama mna hang, you're not compatible. You need to look into that. Another point, you're not sexually compatible with your partner. Like you people, you tend to think of your past sexual relationship, like you think of those moments you had with your ex-boyfriend. If you find yourself thinking about your like those experiences with your exes, that's a very bad sign you're not compatible with your partner. Because why don't you remember your experiences with your partner? You're remembering those past experiences. You don't need those like memories. It means your partner doesn't give you enough, you're not satisfied, and that's not good for both of you. You don't need such kind of like relationship. You need to work on that, because it will torture you for a lifetime thinking about an ex when you have someone right here. Talk to your partner, make your relationship work, and then you'll be having that sex life of your dreams. So as I was saying, another sign that you are not sexually compatible to your partner is that you find like your partner finds sex not important. When you find sex not important and you try to postpone sex in your relationship, like you don't want those sessions, like you find your partner asking you, must we do it, like they find like they want to postpone that session and they don't want to do it for no apparent reason, and they can do it. It's not that, like, I'm not saying like you can do it every time, but this person tends to postpone each and every time, and that's a very bad sign for you. You're not sexually compatible. When you're compatible, this thing is obvious and you cannot find any excuse for it. Yeah, you can do it anytime, anywhere. Kaule mama watu vile alikuwa nawaambia. So another sign that your partner and you are not sexually compatible: your sex is boring, you're not spontaneous, you don't seduce each other. I don't want such kind of life. How do you live with someone who is not spontaneous? Like, it's just obvious. Your life is just obvious. Like you are on some missionary. Your sex life is boring, girl or nigga. Mm-mm. You're not compatible with your partner. When you're compatible with your partner, you tend to explore things, to experiment things, and that's sexual compatibility. So if you're not experimenting with your partner, you're just bored, your sex is not spontaneous, then that's not a good one. No. Don't. You need to look into that. So another like thing that shows you're not compatible with your partner, during sex you are absent-minded. This is the major point, because how can you be absent-minded? Like, how do you be absent-minded during this session? You need to put all your thoughts there, be in the moment. But when you realize during that moment a person is on their own dreams, their own world, they're not even concentrating, they're not participating, then you're not compatible, you are parallel. You need to be compatible with your partner to enjoy your sex life, to feel satisfied. So look into sexual compatibility in your relationship. And I think sexual compatibility is important in every other relationship. So I would like to know, what do you think about sexual compatibility in a relationship? Is it important or is it not? I need to know your thoughts on my comment section. So guys, I hope I have educated you today and you've learned something. So till next time.